Welcome everyone, it's the Crypto Lark. Today we're going to be discussing Vite, a next generation decentralized reactive blockchain. Cool. Before we get into that, a massive thank you to all of you for being part of the cryptocurrency community. Your support makes all the difference, so thank you so much. And of course, you do have to remember request response pattern. And this is a key feature of Vite. We also have a DAG-based ledger. Really, one of the key focuses here is DAG plus smart contract to enable message-driven contracts communicating without having to share state. What Vite wants to do is to bring industrial scale dApps via high throughput. The asynchronicity helps with this because it helps reduce the peaks and troughs of transaction writing. We're also going to have low latency and, of course, high scalability. Block lattice technology inspired by Nano plus a snapshot chain are going to be forming the key tech layer underneath. Each account essentially has its own chain, and only transactions pertaining to it are added to its chain. However, the DAG structure does have an inherent deficiency in terms of security due to transactions being grouped by accounts and solely being attached to the chain associated with the relevant account. This can increase the risk of rollbacks, but this is where the snapshot chain comes in. This should help to resolve this issue by having a continual snapshot of the chain itself. Hierarchical delegated proof of stake. This is not your grandma's proof of stake. This is the next level, guys. Splitting of transactions into pairs according to that request response pattern. Then writing and verification of transactions are asynchronously decoupled, thereby supporting that ultra high throughput. Inter-contract communications will be based on this asynchronous message-driven model. The Vite virtual machine is highly focused on being compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. And thus, Ethereum-based dApps can migrate over to Vite with very little drama involved. And we've actually seen quite a few dApps migrating away from Ethereum to other blockchains already. This trend may continue as Ethereum continues to struggle to scale. Interchain value transfers will be possible. However, we will not have interchain smart contracts or messages. So while the Vite might be able to transfer value between Vite and Ethereum, they won't be able to have a smart contract that will operate both on Vite and both on Ethereum at the same time. The language being used is Solidity Sharp Sharp. This is essentially the asynchronous version. It's all about asynchronicity today. The asynchronous version of the Ethereum language. It also will be supporting HTML5 for what they're calling mini dApps, which is a pretty cool innovation. The Going team with excellent experience in the industry. We also have Daniel from Loopring as an advisor here, which is very cool. And there's actually a very close relationship going on between Vite and Loopring. In fact, Loopring is going to be bringing a decentralized exchange using the Loopring protocol. This will actually be the first application being built on Vite, which is awesome. Other high-level dApps have been teased, but we don't know the information about those yet, but they are coming and they are being discussed and the plans are there. We also have some very big backing behind Vite. Major venture capital firms have invested, as well as big companies like Bitmain. The want to pick some Vite up. They are still doing airdrops. Watch out for announcements. The airdrops have been quite generous so far. Follow their social media channels, check out their Telegram, check out their Twitter. Don't sleep on free money. Remember, there's been a lot of high value airdrops over time. If you look at what happened with Ontology, for example, there will also be an additional airdrop for Loopring holders in the future. So that's one to watch out for as well. And it's already trading on IDEX if you just want to go over and pick up some tokens. Final thoughts on Vite. I love the focus on technology. This is a very, very tech-focused project. I love that they're really trying to focus on building out the tech. They're bringing in innovative tech. Something new to an already hot tech arena is always exciting. We do have an awesome list of partnerships with Loopring and Bitmain, for example, being involved. This is without a doubt a high-level project and certainly one to keep an eye on going forward. Thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think about Vite down below in the comment section. Thumbs up the video, share these videos around the internet to help the community grow. Make sure you join the conversation over on Twitter as well, where I share further insights into the crypto space. Long live the blockchain, or the tag. And peace out till next time.